said about what we call Belejo women. Can you repeat what you just said? You're a black woman, and
Yes.
can you please repeat why you say that Belejo men go outside of their?
They go outside they race because Belejo women, we gonna argue with them.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna talk shit to them.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna run nothing over us because we
Mm-hmm.
gonna check them on it.
Mm-hmm.
They can't tell us they gonna be working late with the boys because we finna go check that shit out. Now, a white woman, they can tell them, oh, I'm gonna go work late with the boys. They're gonna say, okay, honey, what time are you gonna be back? Okay, I'll see you when you get back. A Belejo woman ain't gonna say that. She gonna say, you ain't finna go work with the boys. You gonna keep your ass right here.
And so, would you say that
They want more freedom.
So would you say that like Latin women and white women are more like lenient and more like?
Yes.
Okay.
They're more lenient.
Okay.
And they also are more, to let the man take charge of their relationship.
Okay.
And control everything.
Okay. Now,
black women are they'll let them control to a certain point, but they got one eye open and one eye closed.
Just right
They
here.
finna watch everything they do.
Okay, now let me ask you this. I want to ask you this thing about that whole situation. Do you think that Belejo women were raised to be like girlfriends, raised to be wives, raised to cater to their men? Do you think they were raised to do that, or do you think there was a disconnect?
I think there was a disconnect.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they are raised out here in California.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. They're raised to be equal with the men.
Okay.
Not that the men are superior. They're raised to be equal.
Okay.
And to where they thinking they can do everything a man can do.
Exactly. And you know what they call that, right?
No.
You want me to
What do they
educate you
call
on
it?
that? They call that feminism.
Mm.
And so what feminism means is like originally feminism was supposed to be something that was supposed to give women equal rights because like white women weren't getting equal rights. And so what they did is they like went on this whole rant and stuff like that about their equal rights, about, hey, we want to do this, hey, we want to do that. And then what happened is they brought the the Belejo woman into the fray. And we call white women Tubak in my tongue. So the Tubak woman, she was complaining about like, hey, I'm not getting equal rights. I'm not getting, what I might just do. So we have to do something about it.
Well, what I do know is when black women date out of their race, they feel if they're dating a Caucasian man or a white man.
Yeah, how do they feel about that?
When they date a white man or a Caucasian man and they're dating out their race, they feel like they know that this white man is going to go to work every day and come home. He's going to take charge of taking on the initiative to take care of the bills and let her pay what she wants to pay, a portion or pay anything at all. Let's look at that same scenario with a black man. He's going to be like, right now he might be hustling. He's trying to get everything he can in the street if he does not have a job. He might have a job, he might not. And that's one of the things that, because look how society is treating black men.
Okay, well, I have a question because, the thing is, and this is some things that I see too, is with the Nejo men, I see that when they bring on their Belejo women, that they do them kind of dirty too. That, like as a matter of fact, one black girl I know actually had a white dude and, now she's a baby mama. She got with another white dude. She's a baby mama again. And then she tried to come to me for sympathy and thought that...
Oh, he left her?
Yeah, they both left her. She had two. She had two. So I think...
That could be because maybe they left her because she, it's some women that think they can go get with a white guy or, and think that you still got to be strong and carry yourself in a leader position. If you show a sign of weakness to where you're not strong, then as a man, they will walk over you.
So, with that being said, do you think though that most men who are working hard, most men who are doing what they have to do the right thing, do you think they would rather walk home to a house where it's peaceful, or walk home to a house where it's like, oh shit, I gotta deal with my wife, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
they rather go home to where it's peaceful. They think, they stereotype. First of all, Black women are stereotyped as always being aggressive.
Right.
Always being, oh, here she go with that mouth.
Right.
Oh, she finna cut up.
Right.
She finna act up.
Right.
And Black guys are stereotyped as, oh, he hustling, he don't have a job, he's this, he's that. A lot of them are stereotyped. And being that they are, you can go in a relationship with a Black guy, black, and have a bad relationship, and then you switch over to a different race, and it's a different atmosphere.
It's a different dynamic.
So then you try to keep that same thing. I've witnessed that. I've been in that myself.
Oh, really?
I've dated out of my race. I've dated in my race and out of my race.
And what do you prefer at the end of the day?
At the end of the day, to be honest, I had good on both sides.
You had good on both sides.
So
okay.
To me, I think a man is, whether he's white, Black. I've only dated white or Black.
Okay.
And they're doing the same thing.
They do the same thing.
Same thing.
Same things.
Exact same thing. It's I've had Black men that are leaders, that work, come home from work, that either drink if they drink or smoke if they smoke.
Right.
I've had white men that do the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's really no difference. Where this separated is if you're not strong yourself, because you can guide that man and mold him into what you want.
Okay.
A woman can't.
Well, I think that's where the disconnect with me and these women here are, is they can't really mold me because I'm too stuck in like my African traditions. And though the thing is, that's not going to change. No disrespect to them. I understand where they're coming from, but I'm stubborn and hard-headed. So what worked for my dad and how I saw it work for my dad, because he stayed married, to both of his wives, I need to carry on that tradition. So while I understand where you're coming from and stuff about molding and stuff like that, I think that's where the disconnect is, because your father
molded those two women into what he wanted.
And so they kind of were already set to do that, but they already understood their roles when they were coming into it. But I think that's what there's some disconnect because I have a lot of friends who like you said, how you had good experiences, bad experiences with both, right?
Yeah,
I have friends from Africa, friends from the Caribbean, and they say the same thing. They've had both, and they've had the same experience, the same outcome. Like it, as a matter of fact, one of my friends from Senegal, he was with a white woman, and she gave him hell.
There you go.
She gave him hell. Okay, she gave him hell. Unfortunately, she had kids. They had kids together.
Oh God!
And so he's still kind of like going through it right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He comes over sometimes. Okay. All right. We'll talk later.
Okay.
All right.